Michigan, Big Jim Lancaster. His opponent, hailing from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in tonight at 245 pounds, Johnny Powers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, when this fella Powers gets going, he is exactly that. He's a powerhouse. The fella has fantastic reflex, and I've seen him go a time or two, and as adrenaline flows, and this fella can really move. And I'm afraid that Lancaster's in for a rough evening. He's a big, heavy fellow, maybe hard to handle, but this Powers has a lot on the ball.
You know something, Luthez, Johnny Powers, as I was saying in last week's program, he never really had a chance to show the people his personality. I'll tell you, he came into the IWA. At first, his tactic was to bulldog Brower. He wanted Brower. He wore the jacket with North American champion on the back. He was after him, and then it happened when Brower attacked him so many weeks ago on Championship Wrestling, and he was put into the hospital. But, you know, John, he's not a violent man. He's not a violent man at all, and John Powers was... and still is a Canadian, and he is on the National Physical Fitness Program that works with adults and youth all throughout the state of Canada, the country of Canada.
That certainly is commendable.
You know, when you got guys like this, and John has shown all the people only his violent nature, but John's a fantastic guy. I've known John Powers for 9 years, and I'll tell you, he's helped me in a lot of ways, and all I can say is wish the best for the man that I call the next North American champion.
You could very well be right, and the thing that you point out is so important. He is a gentleman combined with his athletic ability. It's a great thing to have.
You know, Lou, there's so many wrestlers around today that are just wrestlers. They're not like human beings, you know, like when you take yourself, for instance, you were world champion for 6 times, but you never forgot that the most important thing inside a wrestling arena is the fan itself.
Well, he's a man that not only follows us and is like you say, our fan, he's our bread and butter. This is getting to the monetary side of it. But if a man really follows you and he is your fan, you owe a lot to him. What you owe to him is to keep yourself in great condition and go out there and exhibit the wrestling that you've learned over the years. And that's what Powers is doing right now.
Johnny Powers trying to stay away as much as he can, as much as he's able to. The kicking and the punching, and he's just going with straight wrestling now.
He just executed an old-time thing like a top spin. And what we do, we spin around on top, and then if the leg is available or an arm, why we secure it, and that's how we get it. Yes, it's a beautiful move.
Lancaster paying more attention with the fans outside than with Johnny Powers inside. You can't make a mistake like that with Powers or it's all over.
No, the way he just spun on the top of a man, it's called a float. You know, he could just float on the top of the mat doing sit-outs, and that really determines a wrestler.
Beautiful sacrifice throw by John Powers. Side headlock.
You can imagine the power it takes to throw 300 pounds around.
Oh, yes, I certainly can. There he goes. Mr. Lancaster, he's going to make it right into a rolling headlock, John Powers. Lancaster trying for a suplex of some sort.
Lancaster's trying to get rid of him, but Powers hangs on like a bulldog.
I tell you, Johnny Powers, he is one kind of wrestler. And I would not like to be in Bulldog Brower's shoes right now because Powers is gunning for Brower, and there's no two ways about that.
Well, I think it's really time that someone is there to rectify the things that Brower has been doing, and I think Powers is a man that can handle it.
Johnny Powers right now with the referee's position against Jim Lancaster, a big boy, Jim Lancaster, not quite 300 pounds from Detroit, Michigan. Powers reversing his field now. Johnny Powers aiming with that big punch to the breadbasket. He only uses it, Lou, I've seen, when he's forced to. When the man uses it against him. Lancaster going down hard.
He's got him softened up now. He's really going after him.
Arm whip by Powers. He's got him with that big flying elbow smash. He's leaping in for that figure 4 leg lock known as his power lock, and he's got it. And brother, it is over. It is over.
It's a wise decision for Lancaster, I'll tell you.
You know, Lou, with something like that, you can tell before the bell is ringed.
Oh,
Lancaster was finished.
The end of the line.
Okay, fans, the winner of the fall of the match with the power lock, Johnny Powers. And we'll be back with more International Championship Wrestling after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Pounds from San Antonio, Texas, the man from the Alamo, Big Tex McKenzie.
There goes Cisco Grimaldo right now, assaulting my partner, Big Tex McKenzie. Look out, Grimaldo. Oh, Big Tex hit with a tremendous right-hand smash to the side of the jaw. Another right-hand side to the head. And there goes the big guy from the Alamo. A good elbow smash in there by Tex McKenzie. A knee lift. There he goes. Little bulldogging going on. High knee lifts. Watch for the bulldogging now. Big Tex McKenzie. Look out, referee Nichols. Into the turnbuckle. There he goes. Little bulldogging. Big Tex. Try for a press. 1, 2, 3. That's it. In quick fashion, Tex McKenzie.
The IWA Tag Team Champions. These are two gentlemen that are blazing their trails across the country. Gito and Bolo the Mongols. And with me, representing the Mongols, is a man that I've respected in the world of professional wrestling for a long time. His name is George Cannon. George?
Jack, we can't fault you on that. Everybody has to respect greatness. As you know, I am George Cannon, manager of champions and now manager of the IWA World Tag Team Champions, the Mongols. When I go out looking for two men that I can represent in the corner as a tag team, I look for physical attributes that will make them champions. But there's one thing that you cannot build into a man, and that is courage and heart. And I say this, if you have agility and ability, youth, speed, science, strength, stamina, and desire, that's all great. But the one thing is courage. Gito and Bolo, the Mongols, have the greatest amount of courage and heart that I've ever found in two individuals. Consequently, the three of us have gone on to be champions, and we will remain champions. Condition. IWA World Tag Team Champions. Condition. There's a very good part of it all. Once you attain this position, you can't rest on your laurels. It's condition, 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 right? Condition, all the way. Condition. The main thing after is condition, once you have that heart. And we will be bringing into you this area where you people that want to line up and wrestle us like Apollo and Martinez and Bravo and Brito, McKenzie, Royal, even a combination of Koloff and Brower. We will wrestle any two men, anywhere, anytime. Because we are going to put on our championship belts and defend them against any two individuals in professional wrestling. So line up all your teams. Get prepared. If you want a little bit of the action, a lot of the glory, and a darn lot of money, then get ready to wrestle the Mongols. And after you're beaten, go back to the end of the line and start all over again. Because we're going to be around for a long time, Jack Reynolds.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's George Cannon, billed as the world's greatest manager along with the IWA Tag Team Champions, the Mongols. Let's go up to the ring right now and more exciting action.
Introducing first of all from Wilmington, Delaware, weighing in tonight at 285 pounds, Dick, the Bulldog Brower, the North American champion. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, making his way toward the ring, 276 pounds from Poland, the mighty Igor, accompanied by his manager, Ivan Kalmakov.
There he is, the mighty Igor, mobbed by the fans. Full house tonight. Crazy about Igor.
This, Tex McKenzie, would be the main event. The main event anywhere in the world for the North American Championship. The mighty Igor against the current champion, Dick the Bulldog Brower. And all of this is coming your way right here on International Championship Wrestling. We promised you wrestling fans the best, and this is what you're seeing, the very best. Up into the ring right now, referee Tommy Young showing off that beautiful North American Championship belt. And Brower, Brower's going after manager Ivan Kalmakov, ripping his shirt off. Brower's gone wild. He's ripping the shirt off of Kalmakov. Whip into the turnbuckle. Hard whip. Another whip. Kalmakov under the assault. Igor can't believe what's going on in the ring. Backdrop by Brower. Brower's gone wild. He's taking out his frustration against Ivan Kalmakov. Elbow smash. Tex, what's going on?
I can't believe it. Igor is coming.
The mighty Igor can't believe what's going. Look at Kalmikov. Oh, Ivan Kalmikov, wrestling fans, is hurt. He's outside the ring. The mighty Igor standing over his manager, Ivan Kalmikov, the man who is probably more dear to him than anyone else in the world. Ivan Kalmikov, hurt, stunned by the brutal attack of Dick the Bulldog Brower. What a wild man. What a maniac. Unpredictable.
Igor is actually crying.
The mighty Igor crying right now, wrestling fans. Kalmikov. Look at Brower. Look at the expression of Dick the Bulldog Brower.
I've never seen anything like it. Igor doesn't know what to do. He's like a lost man in there. He's weeping like a baby.
Totally uncalled for, this attack on Ivan Kalmikov against Dick the Bulldog Brower. You know, I'll tell you, this calls for immediate disqualification. I can't figure out Tommy Young's reasoning right now. The mighty Igor still holding manager Ivan Kalmikov. There you see it on your screen, wrestling fans. And Bulldog Brower is like a caged lion inside that ring. Look at Kalmikov, hurt. The man has been humiliated. He's been beaten by Dick the Bulldog Brower. And the mighty Igor picking up Kalmikov and bringing him back into the dressing room. But I'll tell you one thing, wrestling fans. You wait till the mighty Igor comes out of that dressing room and wait till he goes after Dick the Bulldog Brower. Brower very confident right now, standing in the center of the ring along with referee Tommy Young. Tex, I can't figure out why in the world Dick the Bulldog Brower would assault Kalmikov like that.
I just can't. I just don't know what to say, Jack. I've watched it. I've witnessed this.
There he comes. Here he comes, wrestling fans. The mighty Igor. There he goes. There it goes. Watch out, Brower. Watch out, Brower. Oh, there goes Igor. Igor now. Going after Dick the Bulldog Brower. Headbutt. Brower taking off his jacket. And Igor going right after him. Oh, tremendous right hand smash.
I can't believe it. Look at Igor go. The referee. Wait. Look at that. One after the other. He's going to pay for what he did to Ivan Kalmikov.
These two men are battling like it's as if it were for their lives.
It is. This is a life and death match. It's a
Igor.
situation.
Look at the expression on the face of Dick the Bulldog Brower. Igor.
You see Tommy
down
Young.
referee Tommy Young. Tommy Young is called for the bell.
He's stopping the match. Ronnie Martin is in the ring. Igor is still fighting.
The mighty Igor refuses to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us on International Championship Wrestling. This is Jack Reynolds for Tex McKenzie. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee's official decision. Igor disqualified. The winner and still North American champion, Dick the Bulldog Brower.